It's the Major Wrestling Figures Podcast. Time to start the show. Talking figs and collectibles. Here we are, let's go. Cardone is here to buy everything. Bare minimum, Brian's thinking what to say. Smart Mark is rating up the show. It's time to talk, let's go.
Last week, we told everyone to go to our YouTube channel. We had some major news, and we announced it. The Super 7 figures. Unbelievable. I mean, something we've been working on for a few months now. It was the perfect opportunity to show the figures, episode 100. And I'm so happy with them. The fans, I mean, I knew people were going to love them, but I didn't realize how much they were going to love them.
Yeah, obviously you and I were excited about this, and we've been working on it. And to get like you said, the feedback of excitement just took it to a whole
Last year was the
level,
Comic-Con screw job. This year is the Comic-Con redemption story because we have the Super 7 figures, interchangeable heads, interchangeable hands. I finally have the LI hands. We have mini figures with our figures. Yeah. The Broski Bucks, the entrance vest, the Major Pod dog tags. These figures, when they come out, will be the best detailed everything that we've ever had.
Yeah. And I just love that they're in scale with everyone else's collection, across so many other, companies.
So important.
That's crazy fun too.
Yeah.
And then also the announcement, Gallows and Anderson, the Good Brothers. They're also joining us. So
you guys don't have to
badass figs.
You guys don't have to use your imaginations to realize how on top of this Matt and I have been and how lackadaisical they have been. So I think if they pushed a little bit harder, they could have had their full renders ready for this announcement too. But
hey, they sent me a great graphic. Did you see that graphic?
I know, but I'm glad that we got something out of them. But because I don't
now,
think
Brian, I thought there was
the toy biz like we do,
huh? Brian, I thought there was going to be some information, some follow up that you shared with us in the group text that you got an email that I had sent.
Oh, this
Super 7.
This is insane. You want me to share this, everyone?
Why not?
Oh, share it.
We're transparent here at the Major Dove Pod.
Okay, I'm not going to read the whole email on air, but basically, I'm in this email chain with Super 7, the owner, the designer, me, and Matt, and he basically said after Friday, and then what his wording was something like, it was little things he was like trying to fix about his render, and he goes, and after much fan feedback, I think I should be more jacked.
Like that's not what I said.
He blamed it on the fans' reaction to that.
I saw so many tweets saying Broski should be more jacked.
No, listen to this. Our man D Freedom 30, who we have to thank for the FWF episode, provided all the pictures. D Freedom 30 put together a little collage of how I look, the render, and the torsos available from Super 7 from the New Japan figures, and that I should be more jacked, and the parts are available. So that's all I said.
But you blame.
So thank you, D Freedom 30, for catching that.
Hey, I think I should have a better physique. You said the fans have spoken. I'm more jacked than my render.
Due to overwhelming response.
Yeah, it was like a corporate way of saying it. It was like so bizarre.
Listen, guys. I love the Super 7 figures. You will too. I cannot wait. The mini figures is, I think, the icing on the cake.
The whole thing is fun, man. Everything about it is fun.
But so we had to mention those. We're super excited about the Super 7 figures. Make sure you pre-order them when it's available. We will let you know. But we have some big news here. We're doing for the first time ever the simulcast. We're on YouTube right now. Mm-hmm. Right?
Let's bring in our host, Sam Roberts.
Hey guys, what's the haps?
What's the haps? What's the haps, guys?
I wouldn't pay him a red cent.
So last week we had the Super 7 reveals. This week we got a couple more, all in different phases of production, if that makes sense.
And different toy genres, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
First, let's talk about. We've been teasing it for a couple weeks. Bobby Vala, the Valaverse, and his Action Force figures. We saw the Sergeant Slaughter a couple weeks ago. I immediately slid into his DMs, and we are working on Stomp in Paradise figures. Listen, it's very early stages. We have the Brian right here, as you can see. We kind of see, he's going to have the bandana on the boot. That's all we really have right now.
There's a lot of little
but
details
so much
that need to be done.
articulation.
Yeah.
What I like about this, what I love about Bobby, very transparent. He wants the fans to see the process, you know? So as you can see, very early on stages, the Stomp in Paradise tank top will be molded. It won't be a soft goods or like a Mattel Jax like rubber.
I like the style that these are going for. I think it's
Right.
better for posability. You know, I don't think anyone's really having matches with these, you know.
Agreed.
Yeah.
And then here is me. I'm a little more, I say like further along, but we just started working on these. So it's the very, very early stages.
Very, very, very early.
But I could just tell from the detail of the artwork how great these will be. This is funny. One of the topics of discussion were, well, we can't do the Super Soaker guns because, you know, Super Soaker. I said, well, we made our own water guns last year. So he's like, oh, perfect. So those will be included. I think there's going to be a beach ball included.
I'm just glad that we were able to get this done because at first we didn't really think this was a legit possibility, right?
Right.
Yeah, so we've gotten over that, you know, when we're going to forge ahead and they look cool as hell.
Yeah, so these will be in scale with your Super 7 figures, your Mattel Elites, your AEW Jazzwares, but they're not wrestling figures. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll move like wrestling figures, but they're Stomp in Paradise figures.
So you're going to have to, when you finish your Fig Fed, you go into Stomp in
That's
Paradise
right.
and start booking the show, man.
Right.
It's a drama.
Yeah. But yeah, I want to thank Bobby Valla. Me and him have been talking back and forth. I actually had to get dressed in the Stomp outfit and do a little 360 photo shoot the other day.
Unreal.
Wow.
It's
Unreal.
I'm super excited for these. Like I said, very early on stages, and we will fill you in as we have more info. All right, the next big thing. That wasn't it. That could have been enough.
Could have been enough.
For a reveal.
Could have been.
But it's not.
Could have been.
As you know, our Ringside Collectibles figures, they took off more than we could have ever hoped or imagined. Sellouts, instant sellouts, Fatal Era 1145s, crashing Ringside site. But guys, we are back with mass figures. Take a look. There is the Brian in the orange and blue. There is the Matt in the purple and silver. That's right. We are in our new gear, but with our heads. That's right. Interchangeable heads. It was us all along. Here we are in our brand new gear. The Brian in the blue singlet, me in the purple trunks with the interchangeable heads. For the first time ever, we have the real faces.
Nice.
So these are super duper cool.
Yep. And if you're not familiar with these, they're very compatible with your Mattel Masters of the Universe. You know, they look almost identical.
Oh, it's great. It's perfect.
Right.
And that's part of the reason why I started to get those He-Man figures to, you know, I don't know, for whatever reason in my mind, I'm like, oh, it's a whole collection. Yeah.
And of course, we want to continue that line. And luckily, you know, we had been starting these before we were released. So now we were able to add the real heads as well. So we'll have two heads. If you like the old style where we have the masks on, keep the masks on. All these figures will have masks. All the figures of Matt and Brian will have masks. And just pop it off and have the real heads. And the next one, here it is. The $1,000 broski Matt Cardona and bare minimum Brian.
Like that.
I think this is like the perfect two-pack.
Yeah, I like it. It's true to life.
I have the nice purple suit, Brian, bare minimum Brian t-shirt.
Yeah.
Love it.
I like it. I'm perfectly
Super
okay
cool
with
that
that.
it has the interchangeable heads and that the heads match. Now we have the major Chicago-based basketball team.
There we go.
The Michael Jordan of Wrestling Collecting, the Scottie Pippen in the red jersey, the white jersey, the mask, interchangeable heads, and the basketball.
That's my favorite one.
Now, obviously, guys, these are all in early stages, but we wanted to let you guys know we are very excited about this. This, I think, is my personal favorite two-pack because we are the Michael Jordan and the Scottie Pippen, baby.
Yep.
I think for legal reasons, we have to say we are the 23 and 33 of wrestling figure collecting.
We're
That
the Dottie
works
Hippen and
for
the
me.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan.
Now, we understand you don't want to just keep buying Matt and Brian, right? And if you're going to have Matt and Brian, you know, wrestling each other all the time, you need a referee. That's right. You need a senior official, the only official. The guy looks familiar.
The guy, his name might be John. No last
It
name.
might
just
be John. he's kind of unnamed, but if you were to name him, I would name him. I think John's a good name to name him.
John, right? John's a good name.
Yeah.
Good, strong
He's got
name.
the removable.
John the Ref.
Yeah, John the Ref from Kansas City.
Well, he's just the ref. His name might be John.
Yeah.
Right.
It might be John.
You can name whatever you want.
John.
You can name whatever you want.
First name John, middle name the, last name Ref.
That's right.
Yeah,
he's got the removable Major WF Pod referee shirt. And guys, we live in an era where there's no referee figures. So you can buy this, use with any figure you play with.
That's so crazy that that's a real thing, but it is. No ref.
And then let's go. This John guy, this referee guy was actually he might have been the referee in this Major Moment 2-pack. Check it out. We have Brian in the green, Matt in the white and yellow. The Major Moment.
What major moment could that be? Did something happen?
I'm not sure. I think it would have been a moment where we teamed up and we were in our hometown and we won some sort of award. And
forget about it.
The place was going nuts.
Never happened, but that's pretty damn cool, man.
But this, actually, you know what? I take it back. This is my favorite one. Pop those heads on. Mask or no mask. This is great. And all these are designed by TTD. We thank TTD so much. We thank Ringside so much. But guys, listen, that's not it, of course. We have one more reveal from Ringside Collectibles. Here he is, Smart Mark Sterling.
Oh, yeah.
First time in the line. First time in the line.
Guys,
he is.
I just got an email from Mr. Sterling. He said he's not jacked enough.
I talked to the fans.
What are you talking about? Look at that physique on.
Due to overwhelming fan response, he's not jacked. Okay.
Hey, you needed a bad guy in your Fig Fed to fight the Matt and Brian. So
Mr. Rattel, we're going to look into that.
Yeah.
He looks very cool. So what's going to happen is that the referee... listen, this guy's full disclosure. We're transparent with you. Some of this could change. But as of now, the plan is that Mark will be on his own card. The ref will be on his own card. And that's the plan right now. Things could change.
And we said maybe the modern day me and you are singles as well.
Maybe the modern day me and you could be singles. We're not quite sure yet.
That's
cool.
the plan.
But everything else will be
the plan would
not the Bulls.
And the plan would be that they would be on the similar carding to the belts and shirts. So hopefully that all works out. But we don't know just yet. Early stages.
So we want to thank Ringside again so much for those, because our figures from Ringside, they took a gamble on us, a year and a half ago. Well, obviously they've been with us since day one. They took a gamble on the podcast, but with the figures, and we have, thanks to you guys, have made these figures just fly off the internet shelves, and we can't wait to see the future. But guys, that is not it. We have one more reveal.
We ain't done yet.
We ain't done yet. So we have from Pro Wrestling Tees Micro Brawlers, the Major WF Pod 3-pack of Swoggle, Matt and Brian. Let's take a look at Swoggle. Naked Swoggle right there. with the Major Pod title. Look, and now he's going to be a little mini. He's going to be a micro brawler.
The micro brawler you didn't know you needed.
You did not know you needed it. Listen, at first there was discussion like, can we even make him that small with the title? I said, let's figure it out.
Right.
Well, Swoggle has micro brawlers, so
right.
But with the title, it was doable. Yeah.
So we, for the first time ever in figure form, a naked Hornswoggle with the title. Also, here's Brian right there doing the infamous Raven Tommy Dreamer pose.
Oh yeah.
Looks great.
These are the first.
So we have the Stomp in Paradise Micro Brawler. So this is the first Brian Micro Brawler, Brian Myers.
Yep.
And now the first Matt Cardona Micro Brawler doing the LI, always ready, baby. And this will be a 3-pack coming soon to Pro Wrestling Tees. Brian, I just got this weird text. Did you get this text, Brian?
I'm seeing it now. Yeah, what is that?
Mark, did you get this text?
Hey, did not.
Check your phone, Mark. What is this?
Whoa!
That's right. It's not a 3-pack. It's a 4-pack. The Major WF Pod Fatal 4-Way Special Box. Smart Mark Sterling, Matt Cardona, Brian Myers, and Hornswoggle. The Fatal 4-Way Box Set.
Only 150 available. folks.
This is amazing.
Only 150 available. Look at Smart Mark there with the chest hair, the gray locks, pointing to the brain.
Dude, the Steven Azure brain point.
Steven Azure! Get out of here! That's my brain point.
We tried to get a couple of variants where he would be naked with just silver pubic hair, but Pro Wrestling Tees said no, so we're gonna have to settle for this one.
They weren't comfortable with that.
Wow, thank you guys. I will tell you this. You guys made that announcement last week, and I really enjoyed a lot of people. Broski. A lot of people said Broski needed to be more jacked, but there was a lot of people that kind of surprised me that said, "Where's the Smart Mark Sterling figure?"
There was a lot of comments. Right?
So here they are, guys. 2 of them, and I am blown away.
You're very loved, Mark.
I appreciate it. That
now,
means
Mark,
a lot to me.
I since we've revealed this for you,
yes.
Full disclosure, you did not know that I was texting that information.
No, I knew about the ringside figure for a long time. That it was possible.
That's been on for a
this
long
one,
time.
I want to know honestly, since we're transparent, full disclosure. When I said 3-pack and didn't mention your name, were you a little upset? Were you thinking like, how about me? What about me? What about Mark?
No.
What about Raven?
No, I mean, in all honesty,
you weren't thinking that at all, Mark?
I am Smart Mark Sterling. You're talking about Swoggle. He's been in 6 WrestleManias. You guys won the tag team titles at last WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Like, I don't see my, whatever. I can look in the mirror and I whatever. I understand. So it makes total sense.
But
Mark's not a very selfish person.
No.
But was it a swerve, bro? Did I swerve
bro,
you?
and I really appreciate it, and I think it's really cool, and I feel great to be in the 4-pack. So thank you very much.
Sweet.
It's like our shirt.
Yeah, coming soon.
Yep.
It's going to be great. The Fatal 4-Way Special Box. Swoggle actually for real politic to get in it, but that's okay.
Yeah. I was gonna say it really was 3. Yeah, that was the other way around, actually.
Oh, I'm looking at it right now. This is the first time I'm seeing. Oh my god, this is so cool.
Yeah, that's actually the only reason why we're doing this video.
I'll tell you this.
I really
on,
thought you'd get so HARD that you'd knock the mic over, the camera over, but
Yeah.
I'll take that response. But yeah, so Bobby Vala, Valaverse, Stop in Paradise, Ringside Collectibles, all those lines from Ringside Collectibles, all those figures, and then the Micro Brawlers, plus the Super 7s from last week. We have, it's a redemption story here at the Major Pod. We got screwed last year at Comic-Con, but this year, we're doing the screwing.
Oh, that's great.